Hello, and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So we start with the spot chart because the strong downside potential remains basically valid. Both wave counts that we discussed over the recent week remain valid. Okay, here on the spot chart, the situation, in my opinion, is a little bit clearer than on the futures chart. So therefore, we have looked at both also in the last week. They are a bit different because here on the Natgas spot chart, you can see this wave 4 rally. That could technically be complete. This wave 4 rally that started basically in April. It's a corrective rally. It's certainly not impulsive. I mean, I only see 3 waves. It looks like a corrective structure. And what we talked about was that this year, as long as we stay below that $3.34 level, that the yellow pathway to the downside for one more low is basically still applicable. Okay, and the downside potential remains here. Obviously, there's quite a lot of work to do to put that additional low in place. I currently would estimate it to go into the region around $1.50 to $1.70. But we'll see if we get there anyway. I mean, again, it's fighting, okay, and the futures chart looks a bit different. So it's worth to know both potentials. The situation on the Natgas chart has become increasingly ambiguous. Did I say Natgas? You know, Natgas. I've been looking at Nasdaq too frequently in the last few days. The Natgas chart, it remains ambiguous, given that minimum expectations to the upside have been fulfilled. So throughout the year, we've been watching for higher prices here. They have been fulfilled. I mean, these minimum expectations, also here on the spot chart, we have enough waves in place. I would still like to see a little higher, especially if I look at the futures chart. So we take a look at that in a minute. But here on the spot chart, I mean, it's allowing for a bearish count. We have had quite a few reactions here to this resistance area between $3.08 and $3.23. And I mean, if this is now the third wave, then we had here also a small 1-2 setup. So we would now come down in a third of a third, but would need to confirm that further with a break below $2.83. And if I give you the Fibonacci extension targets here for the third, just need to measure that accurately. And we're looking at, but again, that's spot. So round about $2.54 for that third. Then we should get a fourth, but that's minimum, okay? And then should get a fifth. Now, again, then we need to see, okay, is this only wave 1 of 5? So that's where the context comes into play then, yeah? But first of all, we're watching if we can get 5 waves down. That would be further confirmed with a break below $2.84. And then this is going to be significant support down here at $2.45. I mean, this looks like a strong support zone here. Actually quite just a level actually at $2.45. Yeah, so watching that as support potentially, but essentially we want to get it broken to get this overall correction done, right? We want to get that done to finally get back into a bull run. Okay, can I rule out we're already in a bull run? No, but then it needs to prove that to me, and we currently clearly only have 3 waves up. So again, that takes us to the Natgas futures chart. And here the situation is different because here on the futures chart, you see we've made a higher high. Whereas on the spot chart, we've got a lower high, and that makes it so difficult at the moment. The thing is, we had here a setup for higher. The idea I had here with a triangle, that did not manifest itself. So the triangle basically wasn't validated, and we broke below micro support of 326. Okay, it's holding it for now, but it's already quite deep for a wave 4. So if it's not a triangle, it could still work its way higher in the next few days in a wave 5. But the idea was that maybe this is, I mean, the overall context is the same as on the spot chart, that we're basically in a wave 4. But here on the futures chart, it still allows us to go a little higher. But that's why we're tracking micro support, because it would be an ending diagonal, this C wave, and we have a 1-2 complete. The third wave might be in the making, and the third wave would be an ABC structure. And the C wave needed just one more high to complete it, but it's losing its impulsive potential. So in a diagonal, the C waves in a diagonal, I'd like to have an impulse. Otherwise, it just gets very unreliable. So also here, that move today, certainly again, increases downside potential, I would say. But both counts remain applicable, and that's what it makes it difficult at the moment. So it just means we just need to be a little bit on the side of caution. One more lower low is still anticipated primarily. And I haven't got 5 waves up really that I could say, okay, even if I anticipate another low, maybe something more bullish is playing out, but I need 5 waves for that anyway to put a bullish support level onto the chart for the next rally to the upside. So I will keep you updated, but the situation on the Natgas chart is difficult at the moment. Just be aware that historically, I think, I will need to look it up again, but I think it dates back to the 1980s or so, that whenever there has been a presidential election in the US in that year, there has been a significant rally. So that it's going to be interesting because obviously one more low is just, I mean, it's not even needed, okay? Natgas doesn't need another low. It has really come down low enough, but the structure still suggests it would be ideal. And yeah, after that it can rally. I'm happy with that. And if it rallies now, if it forms 5 waves, then the corrective pullback will give us the next trade setup as well. So yeah, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 and regular updates about stocks, check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. Link is in the description. We offer daily updates about the S&P 500 intraday as well. And there are daily video updates and much, much more. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.